And we're back. Welcome to Digimon World Part 3 and my worst nightmare, the Monochrome shop. You'll notice that nothing's changed from last time given the fact that I've saved outside. I did look up if there was a way to RNG the encounters in there. There is, but unfortunately I don't know if I'll be able to pull them off on account of, first of all, it requires you to save inside as soon as you enter, and second of all, the RNG minute that I saw had Monochromon. When you talk to Monochromon, it was the first time you talk to him, and I've already saved past that. So no dice there, unfortunately. We're just gonna have to grin and bear it. There's also stuff about people surmising that your Digimon's attribute influences the type of customers in. I've only seen that as circumstantial speculation, really. And here we go. Let's see. Yeah, so I've been for my walk today. I still need to do another 7 kilometers or so before the day is over, though. I did get quite a couple of a few shiny Pokemon from today's event. None of them were too high IV, but I'm chuffed with what I got because I didn't have them before, and I just got 3 lots of meat in a row, it seems. Speaking of 420, here's our first Weedmon, bruh. I would have had my window open as well because the weather was quite tolerable today, if not a bit windy. But there's some noisy people outside, and there's some Sunday races out as well. Don't know which I hate more, Sunday drivers or Sunday races. And this just looks like it's going to be a fantastic start to this stream. Oh, dearie me. Okay, I clawed something back there on the... Yeah, I also looked into what else to do whilst doing this. I mean, I'm not too good at multitasking. And I also looked at whether or not you're allowed to do karaoke type things over streams if you don't have copyright permission and whatnot. And the line was a bit iffy. So that's highway robbery. That's the first time I've seen that. So that made me think this. 2 medicines, 1 sold, 1 not sold. That is Oy vey. Why am I getting all the medicine now? Nah. Yeah. Dude, wrap it up for me. Okay, sweet man. Imagine getting 3 medicines and not being over halfway at this point. What? I beg your pardon? I was also playing around with the idea of streaming the Bethesda announcements, but I couldn't find a good way to get an overlay sorted because I was thinking at that point I don't want to be just like sharing my screen and like having it being like direct footage and just risking the copyright. So I was like, maybe not. Or what I might do is just have it on in the background and have this screen on and just share my thoughts as they go. I might just maybe invite some people in via Discord or something and see if that records, or I don't know. We'll see closer to the time, I suppose. I don't even know why I'm continuing doing this, given that the fact that I had 3 walkouts. I believe that's I'm just gonna reset this. Let's see, hopefully we don't get any graphical issues with the reset. Looking okay so far. Oh no, it's not PS2, it's the PS1. It's the one that goes. My disc sounds like it's struggling. Are we good? Are we good? It's been black for an awful long time. We're good. Okay, back into it. Okay, and what I'll do, it might look a bit random, but I'm just gonna like randomly take a couple steps before going in. As part of the RNG manip was required you to have, like, you were allowed to walk but your partner wasn't, because it might advance frames or keyframes. So I'm just ensuring that I don't get exactly the same seed, although it wouldn't have been the same seed as the last one because I was waiting on that screen for a couple minutes beforehand. I'm playing with fire here, but I mean, I got it at this point. Yo, it's Weedmon. That kind of slid into Jamaican at the end, and I don't know why. My accents do tend to wander on occasion. Honestly, this would be so much better if you could just turn off the meat option. It wouldn't be a problem, man. The problem's not the customers. It is slightly, but the main problem is the meat. I wouldn't risk that normally, but that's what we do. Ain't no one buying medicine? I think what I need to do is just go out and start kneecapping people and forcing them to buy medicine. I bet, but at that point you just... what's the word I'm looking for? It's not profiteering, it's racketeering. It's just like artificially inventing a problem so you can make money off it. And unfortunately, I would say certain celebrities' names at this point, but despite the fact that no one's watching this, I don't want to get done for slander. But there are certain celebrities, some that have been in the news recently, making a mess of things, so to say. Pardon my pun. that I feel might skirt the line slightly when it comes to said definition of racketeering. You want some medicine? Nope, damn it. Good, it's sold. And if anyone does wonder why I just go for the standard price with the meat, it's because the profit is so negligible and it's just not worth having a customer walk out. Especially when Weedmon are buying. But that heat lamp image in the corner does make me miss the cranky chicken that I used to get from a mini stop. God, I could go for some of that right now. You get a deal. Alright. Except I'm not getting any medicine. Jesus. Oh my lord, we're halfway done. Gonna need some medicine. I charge too much. How about you accept this deal and keep your kneecaps healthy? Don't let someone outside. No further movement. Where's the medicine? This is going nowhere, man. Ah, Jesus. So, this is a thing. Gee. Anyone got any song requests? Impressions, maybe? Jesus Christ. 広い宇宙の風ある一つあの宇宙を Buy some medicine through, please. Hola, あなたにとって大事な人のすぐそばにいるの Fuck me あなたにだけ届いてほしい響け恋の歌ほらほらほら響け恋の歌So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to reset one more time. Reposition my seat. And what I'll do this time, it always depends on the meat. Meat. Got meat? Yes, unfortunately. It depends on the meat. So I'll reset this time, see if I can't get... Well, ideally I'll succeed. But if I don't succeed, I'll try and get close as possible to 3k. Excuse me. And then do another run without resetting. See if I can't get some more favorable RNG. Do 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 do. This music as well is just... It's alright. It'll keep you going for a start, but after a while it just makes you want to strangle something. Usually anyone who orders meat. Yeah, so ideally, if you're doing this, you want to RNG it. A good thing to do is, well, rather, there's a guide on YouTube, and there's also written guides on how to do it as well. I would recommend following that and not just doing what I'm doing. But with the RNG guide, if you do it correctly, you get exactly 3080. So it's enough. It's not tons over, but it's enough, and that's all you need. Yeah, you got a deal, man. Gatsumon. He's got some meat. Oh. Smappy? Smiley happy. And once again, what was that? 30 minutes before flub? Ugh. Let me rethink this. Okay. I like the little footprint sounds that they get. Give me a porta potty. I'll give you a porta potty. I'm gonna make you shit my pants. Wait a minute. I forgot what the phrase was. It's like, oh, like the meme was like, I'm gonna shit your pants. Every time I see it, sends me. I'll settle for 390 here, given that we're over halfway already. You, man. I don't think I've had these guys come in for a porta potty. Uh-oh. Here comes the descent. Medicine, 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 medicine. Ooh, ooh. Do not do this to me. Do not do this to me. I haven't had this much business in a while, and you've only insulted 2 customers into leaving. Now I'm gonna have to pay a bit more risque. Jesus. Now you're having a cold or something. Maybe have a sprained ankle. Oof. Come on. Gatsuman. No. 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 Yes. Just need no meat, no levers. It's not a good start. Okay, bear, like, hear me out here. If I start high and then go down, like, I'm looking for 330 here. Okay. It's not gonna work, but you know. Of course you want fucking meat, you bastard. The Monochromon is supposed to have like a 10% chance to have medicine or something. They have a higher chance of wanting medicine. And from anecdotal and circumstantial evidence that you see before you, that is bollocks. At this rate, I'm gonna need a fucking bus to crash outside the shop. At least I'm getting some money out of this. I was just about to say, if one more customer had come in and gouged them for the max price of medicine, I would have made that. But alas, 'twas not meant to be. And hello, what do we have here? Looks like a prickly pear. Forget if that's what it's called, or if I'm just thinking of something from the Jungle Book. It's a prickly pear. Shall we see what it does? Your weight will decrease. Seems a bit unusual, but given that we've already established that weight can affect your digivolutions, can be good to keep a hold of them, especially if you've let's see, especially if you overfeed them, or he's a bit of a glutton of a partner. Rawr. And yeah, like I said, I doubt we're gonna get a evolution with Wally here. I mean, stranger things have happened, but we shall see. It's probably not gonna happen now. Round 2, Electric Boogaloo. That's not a good start. I'll take 360. I know I clicked on 390. I was obviously what that was is I was setting up the RNG. I suppose the way you can make this a bit easier will also be to increase the amount of customers. But having to endure this any longer than what you have to would probably be considered a war crime at that point. while he's just staring down Monochromon. Just think, join the city and I'll keep this shop as it is. And by keep it as it is, I mean I won't burn it to the fucking ground. Meat. Yo, Weedmon, you got the munchies, bro? I'll give you some meat, bro. Like totally gnarly. Oh, Jesus. I hate Christ riding a bicycle backwards down the motorway. Well, this is stellar news for the Digimon world. I don't need to save it because no one needs fucking medicine because everything is fine. Rah! I would just love to pass the savings on to the consumer, but it's not going to happen. The way things are going, we won't make any money. Oh, you don't say? I'm gonna try for 12 here. I know 11 will work, or it has done like almost every time, I think. 11 will work, but I want 12. It's a bit high. I'm going for 11 now. Although I've never had it in this situation where I've offered 11 after a refusal. Could try 12 again, but I am not risking that. Come on, my dude. Nah, man. Nah, man. Nah, man. Nah, man. No. Dude, come on. This is actually taking the piss. I can guarantee now it's going to refuse as soon as I get to 11. No, we're good, we're good, we're good. That was excruciating. Jesus. Going with 360. Oh, God, a 330. It's just losing customers is not particularly an option here. You want some meat, huh? I bet you do. Here's a thought though. Does Japan have like pothead stereotypes, given that drugs are that well controlled and like villainized? I mean, they try to do the same in here in America and stuff, but look where that got us. Come on. Ah, fuck it. Oh, come on. 360's too much. Never mind, I'll shop somewhere else. I will see you outside and I will break your fucking legs. You're gonna need a porta potty after I'm deal with you, because you'll not be able to use the toilet without assistance! hold on. Where's this fucking guide of RNG? I'm gonna see if I can't pull it off. Keep it on slowly multitasking. Mon autocorrect. RNG. I think I can remember the initial steps. It's just the order of selling and see if I can get it or not. The problem obviously being, as I previously mentioned, it was from a first encounter with Monochromon that they were doing it, so I don't know if I had to fix the order. Or the seed, rather. It's not my first time RNGing, no. I was able to RNG Emerald to... Jesus, webs. Soft reset for shinies. It was awesome, like, getting to the point where you could, like, manage that. And you're like, my god, I might actually be... Am I a gamer now? And you only gave 500 bits, you stingy bugger. Right, so here's the plan. Digimon. I know he's sleepy. I don't know if that was a good thing. I want it to be instantaneously, I feel. Damn, that puts you far outside the shop. It's all the care mistakes at this point, other than the poo. I don't know if it's just me, but like I can't stand to see the poo. No, it's that's a reset. I guess it's just hold left. I'm doing this not even knowing if it will work, but ooh, where is my water? Dun dun dun. Ooh, that's good. Put that to the side. Continue. Holding left. I'll try working. So, providing the seed starts from 0, it might be a Gotsumon for a start. No, meat. My god, we could be onto something here. I'm gonna raise. And then I'm gonna rethink. And then I'm gonna raise. Okay, so next should be a Goblimon. And he might want a porta potty. Oh my god, we're onto something here. Then I raise to 390. And next will be a Polygoblimon. Like when this stuff works out, like for those who don't know, it's just like it's oh oh maths. You fucking love maths. I need to just raise this. Oh, so happy. Weedmon meat. Now I need to raise, then rethink, then raise. Then it should be a Weedmon. Who wants meat? I need to raise. And it should be a Weedmon. Who wants medicine? And then I want to raise. It's actually fucking magic. He wants some meat, and I need to raise. It says raise here. It doesn't mention the rethink. Oh, okay. I guess it knows that it's gonna. Okay, that makes sense. So this is the halfway point, and then I'm gonna get a Gotsumon with regular medicine. Wrap that shit up for me, boy. Gotsumon. Vase. Rethink vase. I've never seen so much medicine in my life. This man wants a porta potty. And I need to regular. Wait. I don't want to fuck this up at this point. He says give me a break, and then I raise him. There's an example of going higher after a refusal and getting stuff. I raise this Muchumon's meat. But so fucking close. This is a Goblimon with a potty who I raise. Next is a Goblimon with meat who I raise. Whoever mapped this out, I fucking love you. Next is a Goblimon with a potty. Here I raise. We're so close. Got some on. We have a potty. I'm gonna raise. Oh, baby. And then there's a wee one with a potty. And and this is just inconsequential, so we're just going to raise him. And I'm guessing that is done, like, you could probably haggle him after that fact, but I'm guessing this is a speedrunning one where it's designed to get you finish as fast as possible, and like with maximizing credits and stuff. But yeah, that was the Monochromon shot. Had to fucking RNG that shit. Oh dear. Shout outs to Raiko on YouTube, who uploaded a video detailing what to do there. I was just using the legend on the left hand side there, so if you're looking for the guide yourself and you want a video or visual aid, excuse me, the one I used was Raiko's, so go check them out. Your wisdom character and cuts. Oh Christ. Yeah, so this was a test somehow. And we eventually passed. And got 2,000 bits. Oh dear God. And as previously mentioned, just as soon as you exit that minigame, always head straight for the toilet. Ah. The never-ending nightmare is over. Oh my. I'm now deliberating whether or not to autopilot back or just progress a little. We'll have a look. I'm just going to wait for to pass. East elevator, west danger. Goblimon trio there. What? Felt the ground move. Was it my imagination? I wouldn't want to test that. And if we go down here... Where was this area again? We're about to get mugged. No, thank you. I ain't dealing with no poison. Goblimon's still there. I'm trying to remember what to do. I need to... Could fall down the hole. Let's investigate this again. Because this wouldn't be pushing our luck. Having us and a giant Digimon on the edge of a cliff, which was trembling. No way, dude! Wow is not the correct translation. And we died. Nah, we're cool. Ouch. Are you alright? We're good. Okay, but if you check... oh wait, no, you're fine. There are certain situations where the game will damage your partner. Kind of similar to the Centaurmon encounter. Goblimon. Gobbly, 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 goop. That's an elevator, but I want to check down here first, just to check something. I think there's also a chance to get a decent item here, maybe? we go all the way over here. Nothing spawned. It's an Agumon here. I guess I'll fight. This isn't the way I usually do things. I usually come here after triggering a certain event, but and this is going to be problematic. As I previously mentioned in another episode, certain instances are going to be having a fast and less powerful attack is more beneficial than having a powerful but stronger attack. But this Agumon appears to have 2 moves that can be learned by certain fire types, which would be nice to pick up. Although Tyrannomon here can only learn 3 fire moves, and I don't know if those ones are learnable by him. But he does the job. Yeah, we got an SM recovery. Wow. Ah. Question mark Mon. Who is it? I have done nothing wrong. Don't come into my house without permission. I guess I should leave now. Because that's how that dialogue would go. I don't think I'm strong enough to do the fight that I want to do next. So I'm gonna autopilot back before the day ticks over so I can get my free meat. As well as I might as well show you all the restaurant. And there's also the fact that Monochromon has joined the shop, which might be worth checking out, maybe. There's Bakamon. Bakamon doesn't do anything, he just drifts around, doing his own thing. I've got a very hungry boy here, Meramon. I will splash out and we'll give him some nice burning hot curry. So yeah, it also increases your happiness and your tiredness goes down. So it could be quite beneficial for training if you have excess bits. And I assume there's going to be there'll be a list online about what meal raises what stat. It's not just it depends on the cook, and it also depends on the meal. It's not always like a direct upgrade. So like cheap one will, I think those meals raise brains, but others will raise offense, for example. What can I do for you? Let's have a look. Monochromon here. I forget what is new. Possibly the protection floppy on the various. Protects from changes to tired. That's tiredness. Cure status. Yeah, we don't need anything from him right now, but if you look on the left here, we've got something new. This is a Digimon card vending machine. You can get a card for 100 bits, I think. I'm gonna get this wrong. I don't know if it's dual terminal or something like that for Yu-Gi-Oh! That has a similar thing where instead of getting packs, you can get random cards from this sort of thing. I'm gonna go until I get a decent card, which is probably a bad idea. Well, I got a Greymon, we'll end it there. Yeah, you want to wait until you've acquired a lot of currency before farming them. It's much better used getting healing items, excuse me, and stuff like autopilots or porta potties. And next, surprised Wally's not tired yet. Quite unusual. I don't know if tiredness, I mentioned when it's, what do you call it? When I was doing the meal at the restaurant there, I don't know if tiredness is necessarily translated like that. I don't know if it meant fatigue, because the tiredness it refers to there is when you have trained too much, as opposed to being like sleepy. So it's kind of like the difference between tired and exhausted. You can be sleepy without doing anything, but if you can't, oh Christ, what words, descriptions, very difficult. You can say you're tired and not have done anything, but like, for example, I'm often quite tired, and my parents would go, "You can't be tired, you've not fucking done anything." To which I reply, "No, I can be tired without doing anything. If I'd done something, I would have been exhausted." If that makes sense. Let's see, I haven't seen Gabumon yet, but we will find him around this point at some point during the story. No spoilers. He doesn't do anything per se, but he's useful in his own way. I'm hoping for tiredness to kick in here, or sleepiness. You are just being uncooperative today, aren't you, sir? You need to go for a walk? Is that what it is? You can talk to Sukamon, I guess. I don't like the toilet, but everything else seems okay. So, it's not the toilet. I said previously is he likes the toilets. He doesn't like the toilets. He likes the thing that goes in the toilet, maybe. But I guess the cleanliness aspect and getting rid of waste doesn't appeal to him. I'm trying to think what to do next, because I suppose we're not strong enough to do certain points. We could go and check in on Digimon and that tunnel and see how that's progressing, and have a look around that area. We can also maybe go and recruit Patamon. But I'm just waiting for this clock to tick over, save me walking all the way back. I'm surprised he's not tired. He's usually tired by now. It's well, I mean, originally Digimon was like a Tamagotchi type deal, I think, or the anime in the story was designed to push those type of toys. So I suppose it's true to its source material at least. But there you go. We got the meat. It's literally like having a child. You want them to go to sleep, they don't want to go to sleep. They need to go to sleep, they don't go to sleep. I haven't actually talked to Colomon here. And he gives you a little bit of info about technique. Speaking of, I was considering raising brains a bit through training, but you know what, let's do it. See if we can't learn a new move, or a new command at least. Maybe get my boy a little bit tired. This is just, this is why I'm never gonna have kids. It's because of this game and the fact that I've had to look after children from relatives, siblings, children, and nothing will put you off kids like having to look after kids. Oh dear. It's like, do you want to look after something which requires constant care and attention and has a tendency to like shit the bed literally and physically at any time, so you can't go anywhere and do fun things? Oh, I got excited from a notification, but it turns out it's just Uber Eats. My disappointment. Join Uber One membership now. No. I'm not that bad. Unless I have to get to a stage where you spend so much money for that notification to come through, in which case I probably am. But I'm in denial, so that makes me healthy. Yeah, now you're sleepy. I'm gonna rest. I don't know about you guys, but I've never seen an animal let out a terrifying roar before they go to bed. And I've worked with a few animals. I'm a bit of an animal myself. No, I'm not. I should probably mention the bonus try. You have a chance to get increased gains from whatever training you're doing, but it will, if I recall correctly, because I've never really used it, it'll take twice as much time off what your training would be. So instead of taking 1 hour, it will take 2. Now listens command. Sometimes, especially when the text is scrolling off like that, you wonder if it was to try and be succinct and save text speech. This is my territory. No, it's mine territory. You're not locked in here. No, wait. One day I'll get a crow right the first time. Yeah, we have a new command here. It's moderate. I rarely use it. Like if I want my guy to wander around aimlessly and try and get beaten up, basically, I'll use that. But other than that, it's not that useful. There's other commands later if you have a higher brain, which are much more useful. Anything to the left? Oh, did you mushroom? No Digimushroom down now. My man needs a poo. My man needs a poo. Hold in that bottom burp. Don't want another one of those. I can maybe also show off fishing. That might be an idea. Although I'd rather keep the food, to be honest. It does require you to use stuff like Digimushroom or meat or other fish in order to actually go fishing. Again, it's one of those things where you can do it early on, but it's probably more convenient to wait until you're a bit more financially sound, shall we say. Checking to the right. Checking to the left. I suppose another thing that we can do while we're in here is pick up those miscellaneous items from the PCs from the first time that we went into the lava tunnel. And then just put them in the bank and forget about them. Still can't do anything about going down. At the moment, I don't think. I think we need to wait a bit more. There's a lot of dirt there now. Maybe that means they've made some progress. Don't think there was anything up there. I think it's only the ones down here. Monochromon. Here we go, number 1, the quick chip. I can always go for some quick chips. It's my favorite food. Yep, move. And a special defense disc. Yeah, so this guy has an interesting mechanic. He will buy Monochromon cards off you for 1500 bits. Or, if you're English, 1500. I don't know if it's... I do it myself sometimes, but like for some reason, I don't know if it's an American thing, but some people have just grown an aversion to the word thousand. It's always like, I'll do it for 2200. And say, well, what about 2200? Am I a fucking joke to you at this point? Like, poor 2000s, or thousands rather. Digimon, we've been waiting for this. The tunnel is open. Don't have to go over the mountain anymore. Thank you. Although it can be shorter to go over the mountain, and there's also another fast travel mechanic that we could use as well later. I couldn't have moved that big rock by myself. What should I do now? You should come to the city. I gladly accept your offer. And he says, trundling off, saying he had lots of energy. So, Junzuki's going to open a different kind of store. And it was where I was pottering around previously outside Padamon's farm. And we'll probably have a peek in there at some point. Blizamon. That's just graphical. Do you like this music? I want to go to the right. Mainly due to the chance of getting... No. Yeah, this is Akatorimon. A clone of Kokolimon. We'll see the original version of this guy later on, but only when we've got to a decent enough level. I think this is Air Cutter that it's using at the moment, and it's a very good option for flying, I think it's Thunder type users maybe. It's fast, it does decent damage. Going to use an MP floppy. Always keep a floppy. I need to buy some more items, it would seem, though. 525 Bethesda stuff is coming up soon. I'm gonna see if going to auto might make me use a... Nah, just finish fight. Come on, mate. Jesus. Sometimes you wish it was like Pokemon where you're like, okay, well, finish it off with a quick attack. But, no, I guess that would be too convenient slash maybe infringement. But, oh yeah, you need food. That would probably just me as a parent is like, oh, what's wrong with you? Oh yeah, you need food. Wow. Okay, I'm on the hungry. It's a very low chance to get the chain melon. I don't know exactly where it spawns, but I know it's somewhere around here. I would try and farm it, but it's a very, very low drop rate. I can't be asked. I'll not lie. That was blooming close. I'm not going to see Leomon or the camp. I want to go up here and then to the left. Oh, come on, look at that bullshit. There's not a pixel of that guy on screen. I don't believe it. Just don't believe it. I might have to run. Thank God that damage doesn't stack. Yeah, I'm not low on items, but I'm just, yeah. But the good thing about running in this is, unlike other games, you don't lose your items from running, it's from being defeated that you lose them. So, don't be afraid to run. Oh, Jesus wept. Can I take one? I mean, I'm still gonna have to use the items, but there's also a chance of learning that move, which I think is Dynamite Kick. I could sell that super defense disc, so I'm gonna hold on to it. I'm also not deliberately going on attack because I'm quite happy with it going for Spitfire over and over again. He says as he switches over to Mega Breath. Now that's a lot of damage. I've also realised that the reason I came out here in the first place was to battle someone, and now I'm not going to have the ability to do so on account of having low MP and low health and low items. The only takeaway from this will be if I survive and manage to learn a new move, hopefully. No! Oh wait, no, it's Warcry! Ha 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 ha! Sucks to be you! Shaman! Is that love again? Shaman! On the floor again, Shaman! Didn't learn to move again. Come on. Do I go see Sukamon or anything? No. I'm just gonna autopilot, use the bank, pick up some stuff. That's my app telling me to do exercise, but I've already done exercise for the day. Next I want to, well, yep, go to the bank first. Gonna talk to Agumon. Let's see, I'm going to place the quick chip, the special defense chip. Yeah, I'll do that. Talking this much over a period of a week has not been easy for me, I'll say that much. Obviously I'm gonna have to get better at it. Because it might be a nice idea, a nice plan to use my voice for work in the future, hopefully. I forgot to mention there's a fountain here now. I forget when that shows up. It might be around when Bakamon shows up, but I can't say for sure. Because occasionally you can find either Koalamon or Betamon just chilling in there. I'm gonna buy 20 recoveries. And I'm gonna buy 12 floppies. I've just reminded myself there's another mechanic when it comes to using this item shop. If you have a baby/in training Digimon and you come in here, you'll be given, I think it's a 10% discount. So if you know that your partner's close to death, it might be worth holding off on doing a big spend maybe. Next up, I think I'll just train a bit more maybe. I'll also have a look at Wally's life cycle here. He's getting a bit on. I think champions usually last 9 to 11 days maybe off the top of my head. So we might be saying goodbye to him sooner than we think. But in the meantime, we'll try and give him the best education that money can buy. There's also kind of a mechanic where your new Digimon will inherit some stats from its previous its predecessor basically, but I don't know if that's tied directly to the predecessor itself or it's tied to your tamer level. Tamer level definitely affects it, but I don't know if it's also based on the actual, like I said, like if it's, but in this case Tyrannomon stats that will carry over. I'll give him a decent meal maybe. Not too expensive if we're kind of low on money here. Get some red hot ramen. And he's still hungry, that naughty boy. Dun, 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 dun. Also, this is probably the original lo-fi beats to chill out and study to. It's just so soothing. I don't know if that's like having played it as a child and like having the nostalgia hit or something, but I feel it's like it's one of my favorite soundtracks, like this particular one. don't know what that noise was. Just some air escaping my body somehow. I'm gonna see if we can't learn a little thing before anything happens. My boy is sleepy. Actually, we're near the town anyway, so what I'll do is I'll sleep save, do a training or two, then go see Paramon. And I'm trying to remember if the 11th day of the calendar held any significance, because I feel it might do. I don't know if it's 11 or it's... there are certain days which are... Oh, we learned Dynamite Kick. Excellent. There are certain days where certain events will happen on specifically on that day. Dun, dun, dun. Like, this tune as well is a nice song, but it's just not the same as the night theme. The night theme is just chef's kiss. Absolutely brilliant. It also looks like I'm going to need to stock up on meat, because my man is a very hungry... He's a growing boy. Although unfortunately, given his age, it's probably been growing in to fill a bigger coffin, if anything. But that was a fairly morbid joke. I don't know where that came from. Who's a hungry boy? I'll actually talk to Yuramon. And now, instead of having the dialogue about the invisible bridge, which we've just traversed, he's saying that there's bandits in the area. Are they bad guys? They jump out and rob you. Let's do something about it. Yeah, there's not usually a good type of bandit. So, other than the translation and dialogue getting maybe a bit mixed up there, we learned that it's the 15th that I need to be keeping an eye out for. It said something about a tropical area and a rain plant. She also said that she planted something right there as well. This is where Junzuki and Gobumon have been hiding. And I guess Junzuki opens the store, but Gobumon improves it somewhat. And they are treasure hunters. They go underground and they find treasure. I'm going to see how much money I have. I don't think I have enough to actually use this service. Explain. 1,000 and 5,000. So there's a set list of items you can get from each of them. Like, the more you pay and the more you wait, the better the chance of the reward. Although I've never had a particularly good experience with this. You can get Digivolution items, you can get stuff like high-end recovery items as well. It might be worth it to you, it's just never been really worth it to me, per se. Actually, do I want to teach Dynamite Kick? This is just an awkward UI. Yeah, you've got the kind of like a small description. We've seen Dynamite Kick used before. Obviously, we saw it when Sharmon was using it against us. It's kind of like Sonic Jab, but it's a little slower, but a lot more powerful. Takes a bit more MP. And it also gives a special condition, which is paralysis. Let's see. I Don't know if... Well, it's certainly a lot more efficient than Red Inferno, if anything, so we're going to go ahead and put that. It says global, but obviously it's not because we've seen it miss, I think. I don't know if it's got maybe mixed up with another technique or something, but that's not, I suppose. I think what we'll do, let's have a look here. We're getting close to 6. I'm gonna go down here. We're gonna visit the item store again. I'm gonna buy some normal meat. And I don't know if I want to go and recruit Patamon, or maybe I'll head somewhere else. Dun dun dun. I'm going to buy all that meat. Have a little bit of wheat and get all that meat, all that meat, all that meat inside my junk, all that, no. Yes, I think I've decided, but I'm going to go to the jungle area. Oh wait, no, we have to go down here. Specifically a place that we stepped into very briefly beforehand, but immediately left afterwards on account of being slightly worn out from being shot at and also being under-leveled. This is another good soundtrack. Like, I can see how you maybe like certain situations you're not in the mood for it, like you would be for the Foul City at Night theme, but still a solid track. Just stretch my legs. Yes, buzz, buzz, buzz. Mucha, mucha. Not to be confused with Lucha Lucha, which I believe was a cartoon that aired on Toonami or Cartoon Network back in the day. Luckily, because Centaurmon isn't here anymore, we can just go on up. There's also no item drops because there's no... that was bait, basically. And the reason why we left previously is because if we move to the left, you're confronted by Tyvanomon. And we've basically recreated the Spider-Man meme. And we're just traveling through here. He doesn't trust us, and he tells us to get lost. And then we're gonna break his kneecaps. But we're a little older, a little wiser. They're literally gonna kick the shit out of him with Dynamite Kick. Yeah, so if you look at his health there, that's Tremor, I believe. It's, oh, he's got a Warcry, so I need to be careful after if that builds up any further. He also has his own Dynamite Kick, which does a little bit more than ours. That may be on account of using Warcry. That's the paralysis thing. Basically, you're inoperable for however many seconds, but it doesn't fucking matter if you don't take advantage of it. Come on, Wally, get your head out your ass! He's literally just standing there. Like, I feel like this is like literally most anime characters. He's just standing there powering up. Hit him while he's doing that. Thing to be safe. And then I might as well use one MP floppy. Obviously, the good thing about this match is if you can see Tyvanomon using a technique, you've got to. It means you can learn it as well. That was Buster Dive, I think. We also had an instance there where we did a small amount of damage. It was kind of like a half block. That can happen sometimes where you do a certain amount of damage. You don't get like a full block. I don't know if it's based on one of your stats where it is more likely to happen or something, but like it'll come up once or twice. Oy vey. I'm slightly worried that this Tyrannomon will get his finisher soon, so I would want to finish the fight before then. And as a precaution, I'm going to use 2 recoveries. Lamek. But yeah, that's good. If we could learn Tremor, that's fantastic. It's one of the better moves, especially for this point in the game, because you can hit multiple enemies. HP drop. Megaton Punch was learned. So that's another battle technique. Not as good as Tremor, I'm not going to lie, but it's good that we're learning these techniques anyway. So he's guarding a place called Ancient Dino Region. It's an unexplored region. It's divided into 2 sections. We live in a glacial time zone. It's a special place where time goes slow. So it's an interesting mechanic. When you're in the glacial time zone, the clock goes half the speed it normally would. And conversely, there is the speedy time zone where it will go twice as fast as normal. It's an interesting place because you can kind of, you can just, if you bring a few items and stuff, you can speed up your clock and your age to get certain digivolutions, because normally you would have to train, but if you've got a certain stat spread that you want to keep and kind of manipulate, then it's a good idea to maybe consider waiting it out in the speedy time zone. So he's not recruitable as of yet. We need to progress a little further. I'm just keeping an eye on a clock. We've got a reskinned Monochromon. I think the enemies in this part will battle you. Yeah, having the Anmon there kind of seals it. These guys can use some advanced fire and battle techniques, the Monochromon reskins. So it might be good if you want to farm those. If you look here, this is Brachiomon, something I was unfamiliar with until playing this game and not seen it in other media other than here. You heard this already, time is slow here. Half a day here is like a day out there. For those who want to rest, it's perfect. You can also find him on a Digimon card, but I think it might suffer from a poor translation, I'm not sure. So this is a loot box. Meat came out, and for 200 bits, that's not worth it whatsoever. There are other things on there. I don't know, I've not used that. I've not used that machine, so I can't tell you if anything good comes out of it or not. This is Saberdramon. This is a reskin of Birdramon. It took me a bit, Christ. It's literally a freaking bird. To the north, there's ice and snow. Living in such a cold place is scary. It's giving you an idea about the layout of the File Island and the potential areas we have not yet been. There was someone who wanted to become a merchant. I heard he has a store. It's much more useful than me. So this is the other Monochromon. You can also digivolve into Monochromon if you have meet certain requirements with your partner. Yeah, so it's an option. Let's see. So those are that screen. Everyone's friendly, but everyone else is not so friendly. This is the speediest time zone. Don't go getting too close. Please help me. I can't. I gotta go out of this forest. It says something about a big rock falling from the sky not too long ago. Fell in the speed time zone on the other side of the forest. I might be able to find some clues. Go ahead and check it out. If we talk to him again, just says the same thing. So there's also some powerful enemy Digimon in here you'll need to be careful of. Mainly the aforementioned Sabermon. It's a completely different time zone. And these guys will kick my ass if I'm not careful. I forget where I need to go. I want to say it's up past the Sabermon or maybe to the right. No, it's past the Sabermon. Okay, this. Don't remember it being there. We're also going to have a problem of, because the time's moving so fast, you're probably going to be more likely to be needing to feed your little guy. I always get nervous with this music because like there's a note that hangs there and it kind of sounds like the disc is stuttering. Like, kind of like if you've got a broken record player. I always think the game's crashed, but yep, we're good so far anyway. Okay, we're good, we can move on. So this area is a bit tricky. It looks like there's not many places to go. You go all the way up here, but you don't want to go all the way up. I'm gonna just sneak forward. If you talk to this Sabermon, they'll battle you and kind of mention that there's something maybe something's afoot basically with the layout of the area. You want to go left here. Cheeky camera angles. This goes into a new area. I will lose if I get into this fight. And this is a perfect time to use a potty. Hoping that Sabermon doesn't come up. The good thing about the potties is that they're not going to take more than one. You get it out your system. Who's this fella here? Looks like a plain old meteorite. We can leave it alone or we can crack it and check. You could maybe just check. I don't know. Looks like a plain old meteorite to me. I think, how often do you see plain meteorites? This is Meteormon, an offspring of Gotsumon. And apparently battling will solve our problems. Do I still have a good amount of health? Nope! And go for that block. I don't know how much that would have done. You can see this guy's quite a tough customer. Especially when his kicks are doing that much. Oh, Megaton. I think it's Megaton Punch this guy uses. I should have probably maybe considered looking into whether it was worth switching out Dynamite Kick or for Megaton Punch. I think Dynamite Kick might be a bit better because I think it's faster off the top of my head. Kick the shit out of him! Yeah, it's Megaton Punch. Judging from the animation. Also, judging from the well, not the animation, but how the fight's going, it might be in trouble. Ooh. Kick him in the nuts! Kick his nuts! Kick his nuts! Kick his nuts! Unfortunately, that didn't get interrupted. Which would have been so nice, but no, we don't get them. Oh, we got them! We got them! Kick the shit out of him while he's down! My dude! We could have got in like 3 hits, and if they're better trained, they can get in many hits. Doesn't seem like we're going to get interrupted here. It speeds things up considerably. Don't know if I'll need to use another MP. That is a very powerful move, and it's a very rare one, which I forget the name of it. It's got a really cool name as well. I forget what it's called. It's one of the more difficult techniques to learn, so quite a few people will try and farm off this guy to learn it, depending on if they have the right Digimon. Unfortunately, we do not. Tyrannomon cannot learn that technique. And we are confused. So yeah, it's not like Pokemon where you'll hurt yourself in confusion, but you'll not learn what's going on. You basically run around a bit stupid. There's that block mechanic again, which is prolonging this fight. But yeah, we literally just kicked him in the ass, and that's that. I will be ending this shortly, but first off, we're picking up that HP chip and talking to my Meteor Man. Was so strong. Whatever, you know. Tell me about the island's danger. I was just born, so I don't know anything. So they're born in the sky and they fall to the earth, and then I guess that's how they're born. I was supposed to sleep for longer, but time goes faster here, which made him wake up. So he's gonna roll on out of here, literally. We don't find any clues. He doesn't join the city. He just pieces out. And now all we have to do is report back to Tyrannomon. We now have Black Risemon here. Trying to figure out where to go. It's here. The graphics can get a bit confusing sometimes. I think there's sometimes an item around here, but I'll be damned if I get one. I'm gonna carefully navigate this area. Careful. You see what I mean? You get close to them, they start moving. Back to the ancient glacial region. Talk to Tyrannomon. It's just me, right? Nothing to worry about. Master Tyrannomon, get this. Again, I'm questioning about the translation. You're worthless. I think this is referred to as Black Tyrannomon in the dub. Who is an ultimate level Digimon, but you cannot unlock him in this game. It's basically just a remodel and reskin. You can't even battle this type of Digimon. So for those who are wondering what Tyrannomon here will digivolve into, it's not this guy. But yet Tyrannomon will now join the city, and he will join the likes of Meramon in the restaurant. Talk to Master here. It's been a while since he's guarded the place, but he trusts us. And I just want to bring up the fact that they misspelt through. It's not like this is a fan translated game or anything. This is a legit property. Someone got paid to translate that. Now you're wondering why I'm going back. There's a very important and specific reason why I'm doing this. All will become apparent. I'm just hopeful that Wally doesn't die beforehand. I am stuck on something. Hopefully I got the right way. Easy now. We're good. We'll be able to go back to the city after this. But if we go back to where Meteormon was... Who's this guy? Who are you? Who am I? Who are you? That's Nannymon. I'm guessing in the original it would just be going Nani! Nani! Back and forth. But we got a dimensional keychain, and that increases our item capacity. Oh, that's so much better. Look at that. Absolutely fantastic. Speaking of, I'm going to use an autopilot to get out of here. And I need to get on my phone, because I don't want to use up processing power on bringing up a YouTube stream. I've got 2 emails here. Both of them just from fast food companies. Jesus Christ. I've got a problem, man. Still hungry? I'm so bad at multitasking. Bethesda is live. Sit through 15 seconds of ads. Unskippable ads. How much money have I got again? I can just visit the bank as well while I'm here. I'm looking at something, I don't know what it is though, because I've joined in late. We could also do... I might as well buy something or pay for that expensive treasure hunt while I'm in here. So I can show this off in 10 in-game days time. Don't explain. Choose a plan. So he pieces out, you'll see him in 10 in-game days. I don't know if, because we've done this just before midnight, that it'll count as just immediately doing one game, which would be mighty convenient. Is that going to tick over at a good point? Or is it needs another, it needs another bit? I don't know, you ever look at something so long and think, like, it looks a bit funny. It's kind of like saying something repeatedly over time and then you just lose all meaning and how it sounds and everything. Yes, we have business. I could take stuff out. I could put stuff in. I'm going to put in, speaking of, I'm going to put in the 2 HP chips. Yeah, that'll do. And what I'll do now Actually, I don't know if I want to go in there because, as I previously mentioned, that might trigger a boss fight. So I'm gonna actually wait until Wally gets tired whilst I'm watching this showcase with the volume off. Why am I watching this on GameSpot? Well, at least I'm not watching it on the fucking IGN stream. Fuck IGN. Anyone who likes IGN is not a gamer. .8 out of 10, too much water. Fucking hell, what an absolute state. I don't know if it's like strategic shit talking, but it's like, at that point, you've got to question how thick some people are, and they're just trying to get traction from having shit takes and people trying to correct them. Do I need to do anything else or just sleep? Oyasumi? That's what the character says, Oyasumi, when he's putting stuff to sleep, by the way, which is just plain form Japanese of saying good night or like have a nice sleep, basically. And when you win a battle and he jumps in the air and says yatta, that means like, alright. Now I guess I don't know if I want to end the stream or just continue talking about watching. The only thing we're actually curious about, like me and the guys in the group chat, is whether or not a new Fallout game comes out. Why does this look like COD? It looks like COD Zombies, whatever I'm watching at the moment. It's another survival horror game, by the looks of things. It's not like we're oversaturated with that at the moment. At this point, it's almost becoming Guitar Hero all over again. It's like, what's selling at the moment? Survival horror. Let's make one of them. And then to put a modern day twist on it, we'll put microtransactions in. Bite Back. Redfall. Coming 2023. And I'm guessing on account of Bethesda being... Was it Obsidian or Bethesda got purchased by Microsoft? Well, I mean, this is the Xbox Bethesda showcase, so I'm guessing most of these are going to be PC and Xbox exclusives. And this looks fairly familiar. I think I've seen this game streamed. I can't remember what it's called for the life of me. Oi, oi, oi. Grab some water. Not like without editing in the footage and just whisking anything, I'm probably gonna call it there actually, and then watch this in my own time and maybe just tweet something humorous or comment something humorous on the video when it gets published as a VOD. So yeah, thank you for coming out and watching. For people who are watching after the fact, thanks for watching, and if you want to give me some feedback, I'd be happy to accept it. At this point, I'm guessing like, oh, it's a world premiere of something's good's gonna come up, and I'm gonna miss out on a reaction, and it's gonna be like, oh, Squanch games, like Squanchy. Oh my god, it is actually a Rick and Morty thing. I can't believe I fucking called that shit. Oh, you got a talking gun and everything. Okay, like, fuck it, I'm ending the stream. People are probably missing out on my stream because they're watching all the other streams watching this. I'll catch you tomorrow for it's Crash Sundays. No, Like, it's Sunday today. Digimon Sundays, of course. Crash Team Racing Monday. Crash Team Racing Monday. Okay. Outro slide. Boo boo boo. Yeah, bye.